I guess Northern Iowa took a couple losses out of the gates, but I think coming into the season, everybody thought they were going to be pretty good. What have you seen from them and the challenges they pose coming into Wednesday?
Very well coached. They cut extremely hard. They're an NCAA tournament caliber team. We got 2 neutral site games coming up after this. I hope we have a good crowd. We need a good crowd. They have a conference player of the year type talent in Green. They have a center, number 50, who in my opinion is as good a passer as I've seen. They run offense through him. He can score the ball as well. They're one of the most oldest veteran teams that we will play all season long. They're smart. They cut hard. They cut from the corners hard. They run a lot of elbow DHO actions, dribble handoffs. We're going to have to guard that. They'll run pick and rolls with Green handling the ball a little bit. They were banged up injury-wise their first 2 games. They're now back healthy. And, Bourne, their starting point, he didn't play the first 2 games, and now he's back. So we better bring our A game, or this is a very good and dangerous Northern Iowa team.
And with Green, obviously he's coming off of a hip surgery, but to still be named the preseason conference player of the year, what does that say about him and what stands out about him as a player?
Great scorer, crafty, can score it off the bounce, can shoot threes, comes off hard off dribble handoffs, and then they got guys cutting from the corners. Their DHO action, because their number 50 is so good at finding people. They look like they have a 0.5 type rule where they can only hold the ball for a short amount of time and then they spit it around to each other. They like to play east-west and get the game going side to side. I thought last night, I watched the game, they played with really good pace. They're opportunistic runners. They'll kick ahead a little bit with the ball to get out in transition. A lot of good pieces. I mean, even their power forward, there's not a lot of guys. Noah Carter made 9 threes last year, their very first game against Western Kentucky. I've coached some really good shooters. I've never had a guy make 9 threes in a game. None. So guys that are in the NBA right now that are known as shooters did not make 9 threes in a game. So, and he doesn't even start all the time, Carter. So a lot of problematic matchups that we're going to have to try to figure out. Because Carter at the 4, like I said, he doesn't always start there, and 50 at the 5 spot, and Green, and then you got 2 point guards that are really, really smart, crafty, and willing passers.
One final question. You got to get to practice.
Okay, so it sounds like that they're a different team than the one that lost the first 2, and having more guys hands on deck. Would that be a fair statement?
Yeah, I would say for sure that's more than a fair statement. They're really good. They are. I mean, just like last year with the Abilene Christians and Oral Roberts, we'll see how this all unfolds. This team's really good. And, we scheduled them because we thought they were a team that could win their conference. Obviously, they got some other good schools in their conference, but that's what we think of them. I think their coach is one of the best coaches in the country, and they're really good. Go ahead, Nate.
I just about fan over it. You get a start after the last game.
Yeah, I'm not going to ever, as long as I'm coaching here, say who's going to start and not start unless I come out and tell you guys that, hey, this is what we're doing, because we just got done, Nate, talking about matchups and how we want to. So I'm not just Connor. I mean, I said Jalen was going to start. Jalen's going to start again. I just don't know what we'll do matchup-wise. And we're going to, we didn't practice yesterday. We'll practice today. We'll have 2 units out there, see which people handle their dribble handoffs and their offensive space, and then try to figure out, what we want to do to play a little bit better than we have out of the gate. Thanks, guys.